the pipe down, need it right now. Lately I've been going till the lights out. Got my face up and my eyes down. Shawty, now you know what this is like now. Now I got a big drop top and I'm rolling. And I told my girl I'ma be up till the morning. Feeling like I'm 2-3 cause you know I'm zoning. Shawty got a wave, we been chilling by the ocean. Now I got a big drop top and I'm rolling. And I told my girl I'ma be up till the morning. Feeling like I'm 2-3 cause you know I'm zoning. Shawty got a wave, we been chilling by the ocean. I told her my way, what can I say? Ooh, I got them looking at me sideways. I can't take no days off, they know I can't. Lately I've been in a different mind state, and I got them tripping. I've been making hits, I don't got no time for misses. Shawty wanna ring, yeah, she tryna be a missus.
How you doing, big guy?
Loving life, buddy. Loving life. You vlogging right now?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't got nothing to say.
It's okay.
Been so ahead, I don't think y'all really get it. They been taking L's, they can't see how I've been winning. And I got a drip, so they see me making waves. They don't even see how many chances I done gave. I've been working hard, dog, I think I need a raise. Said I couldn't do it, but I told my girl to pipe down. Need it right now. Lately I've been going till the lights out. Got my face up.
So from there, the next thing that we want to do is going to be an isometric hip flexor. So what you're going to do, you're going to drive the right knee straight up the center, bend up to 90 degrees, hold it, drop down onto the heel, and then go opposite side. Right? Just get that hip flexor fired up. You got to hold and pause at the top just for 1 second. So we're trying to get deep into the hips. So when you hold it, you'll actually feel the hip flexor fire up just a little bit. Yeah, just don't allow that to speed you up when you get into a groove. Make sure you keep that isometric pause as well. That's better, see? So this one will be relatively easy. Just keep the feet in, don't let them flare out to the sides. Here, to shorten the range, I want to see long range. Step through, right? This for the hamstring. Three, two, one. Set, go. You got 10 seconds, then we got to go again. But for some reason, the first round, you really struggle with this guy. So everything else you see well. Maybe it's because this one is lit up a little different.
Ready, set, go.
Halfway, 30 seconds left. Final 15 seconds. Final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, Done. Good. So that's time we seen your first drop off.
I don't think we have another one.
No, that's it. A lot of the weight in your squat is actually on your toes, right? Now, believe it or not, there's some coaches out there who will tell you that that's what you want to do because they'll talk about your boxing stance and being up on your toes and how that translates to power. It's incorrect. You need stability. Yeah, right. So not even have the weight on the heel. Some coaches will cue you and say, hey, weight on your heels, and that's simply because there's so much weight on your toes that in order for them to find like a middle ground, they have to cue all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So if you're leaning heavy on the toe, the coach will say, hey, weight on the heels, and he knows that somewhere in between there, you're going to fall somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But you should have the weight on the midfoot and even distribution, right? Don't favor forward, don't favor back. Now with your setup, in terms of your positioning of your feet, I want you to actually come in a little bit narrower, right? So instead of going wide like this, the wider we go, like you would think, people make this age-old argument, right? If I stand like this, am I more set or am I more, like if you come over and push me, my feet are here.
Yeah.
Am I in a more solid position or is it like here, right?
Yeah.
So again, that's where a lot of coaches have started teaching that from. It's like, you want to go wider because you got a more stable base. Nice and slow on the way down, and then a little bit faster on the way up. So see, that was like a 3-second down, it wasn't quite 4, right? So go with my count. So when you go shoulder width apart and allow your toes to turn out a little bit more, now you're allowing the knees to turn out versus turn in. Because if we have a neutral foot position like this, facing forward, if we do get a valgus, it's going to be very evident, right? Whereas if our toes are turned out, we get a valgus, now we're back in this neutral position here. So it's not even that bad of a position. So it's better to start off shoulder width apart, turn your toes out so your knees can move a little bit better.
Okay.
And they'll move in conjunction with the hips too. So what you're going to do is come all the way down into the hip, focus on not letting the knees come in, so keep pushing these guys out, and then drive all the way back up.
Can I steal the water?
No need to, you can borrow it.